Hello Friday. Sorry, I'll leave that in. Yes, hello Friday. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show. We're covering all things Marvel Contest of Champions, new information, other information. Did you see yesterday's later video talking about a new Marvel fighting game coming in? No, I'm not sure what that's going to do to the eco space. MCC will establish itself and has established itself as a fighting Marvel game. So we're going to see what is going to happen in the next year when it goes into beta. I assume beta or just full release. So I'm excited to cover that on the channel. But GTA 6 is out. We'll have to see what happens next year. Okay, let's kick off the show with a bit of fun and mystery champions, or mystery champion. There's a mystery champion that's been dropped into the synergies for Nico, and for that synergy, of course, it says Pride. Without getting too much into the politics of matters, let's just go into possible options that champion could be. Whether or not, yeah, I guess could be Wolfsbane, but there's some interesting correlation and I mean, not necessarily linking, but I do think there's a good scope for this champion right here, a Guardians of the Galaxy based character, which is a Veil, which is Failure Veil, Martyr, and I think goes by, I don't know if this is a Quasar mantle holder, but yeah, that could be an option. There's also a good scope for this is Jennifer Kale. Actually, Jennifer Kale's been around for a very long time in the Marvel universe, not the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but the Marvel Universe, since I think the late 70s. We also could have Fastos as a potential option there, expanding Eternals, and of course a friend to man thing would be kind of good. And yeah, there's several other different options that this could be. Who do you think could be logical options to fit that mystery synergy question mark as later on? I mean, we definitely know it won't be Maker, we definitely know it won't be High Evolutionary, and it won't be Solvarch, so we'll have to wait and see what the future holds with that one. Now, on to frantic changes around for most alliances when it comes to Alliance Wars. Alliance Wars should have, by the time this video drops, been out, the new kind of release, and it's taken a little while for, as the, well, it's not the season, but the positioning has kind of been done. The leaderboards have started off. It's a bit scary for a lot of alliances that have had to then pivot quickly. A lot of alliances are pivoting around structure because of how the Alliance Wars nodes work, and in particular when it comes to Vigor, or Viger, however you want to say it, and the bonuses that you got from the previous Saga champions, which switched over mid-Alliance Wars season, which is not ideal, because what it would be, and I'm still thinking that the counters are still viable, but if we look at the viability around who you had before, who you used, that was a Saga champion, that now is not benefiting from, say, additional usage. So the, what is it, the big thing force charges from a hashtag Saga based champion, or is it one of the others? No, it is right there, sorry. So hashtag Saga champions gain 100% increased force charge potency. So that's, again, like, that's a bit of an issue depending on how you've like set up for stuff. Of course, that's not something that I mean, I noticed this, and I think I even said this in like a video at the start of the week, that I was going with one option, and then yeah, you'd have to, with the new Saga, you ultimately change it around, but not every single champion, or not a wider amount of the Saga coverage champions are going to be available to gain that benefit of the additional node improvements from Big Thing, Force Charge, the 100% increased Saga charge potency. So you're not able to get the Saga tagged potency to a degree. I'm sure your counters will be fine. It's just that you'll have to pivot, you know, with it and change it dramatically. And what I think will be put into defense changes dramatically. So I think there was a big scramble from alliances to kind of get ready for something that they kind of like, right, well, we're ready one way, and then because this is the way the season fell, it meant that everybody had to like change their ideas around defense to somewhat degree. I'm sure we'll see all the usual suspects of, you know, Onslaught, Enchantress, Serpent, all the things in the regular places. Hey, that's that for you. And I think this might be just down to, you know, what Drago puts. Is this just another on the list of, oops, we didn't think about the timing of the Saga switch being mid-war, or we didn't notice we coded for a current Saga and not specifically for the previous Saga tags until it was too late? Or was this intentional but not communicated? All three are bad, and which one it was should be fixed by an internal process change going forward? And of course, you know, yeah, it would be good to see that, but yeah, a bit disappointing with this, especially if you're prepared, and of course causes a lot of stress to officers, alliance leaders, to make this pivot. And you must pivot necessarily, like you must pivot to survive and all that stuff. Moving now on to Light Essence. I know that, and I've been messaged about this, what happens with Light Essence, the conversion, in Dark Plumes as well. Trade those in because they're not going to return back unless Kabam are liars and they return back in several months' time to a year's time. But from what Kabam have said, Kabam Crash, which we'll have a look at some evidence of what he said recently and in the past. Don't take, people might be reading this, and we did clarify this because first of all, Kabam Crash did speak out of turn, like this was wrong, saying that the Light Essence, it will swap over to the Essence for the next idol in June with a new Saga, but did follow up with this to rebuff that, not rebuff, but he said, realized my comment earlier wasn't clear what I meant. The source of Light Essence will start sourcing the Essence for the next idol. For instance, raids and weekly deals will have the new Essence in them. Light Essence you own, however, will remain Light Essence. There are no plans for additional sources for Light Essence after the end of the Saga. If you don't have enough for the 7-star, you can trade some of the 6-star or trade it for the 7-star. This trade will become available at a later date. So there's no plans to bring it back. It may be that it stays there as like a Lumatrix kind of like conversion, where it is currently in game, which should be in the Idol Armory, he says. So let's go to the Idol Armory, which is there, and yes, the 7-star trade-in is that. I mean, I've already done it. I've already picked up my 6-star version because I can't go further anymore, and yeah, so that's kind of like convert away because you're not going to get any more. And as I said, if Kabam bring it back in a year's time, then they're a liar, right? They're lying, but we don't know that they're lying. Playing a guessing game with Kabam is like, there's no point. It's not a healthy thing to keep a guessing game for an entire year on Kabam. Anyway, Kabamasaurus Rex did say the old Essence will not convert to the new one. Crash was referring to the Essence swapping in the deals. So the deals, not that. So yeah, just kind of like, again, confirm that because people have asked about it. Don't hold on to your Light Essence. And if Kabam do roll it back in a year, especially for a free-to-play, they'll be liars. Hope that's not the case, because I'd be really disappointed if they bring back Light Essence. And we're going to end the show on a Battlegrounds based coverage. Of course, in the last 24 hours, no, 48 hours, there was a situation around how players were seeded in Battlegrounds, resulting in a compensation package which will be sent out to players. I'm not sure when this is actually going to be sent out to players. Could have it by the end of the week. It may take longer. I don't know. There's Kabam sometimes gets stuff done instantly, 1 or 2 days, or it takes over a week. It just depends on what they need to pull data-wise to how they give back to players. And of course, if you didn't know already, we did a video on it yet on the couple of days ago. 30k trophy tokens, 1,000 elder marks, blah 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 blah. For Gladiator Circuit people, a little bit less, and double the amount for those that were in Gladiator Circuit last season. So you get double the amount of rewards for certain people. That's very, very nice. Although it seems like some people dislike that, but I guess it's mixed, isn't it, between what people like and what people don't on the likes to dislikes ratio. Of course, it's annoying and a frustrating pain point. Nobody wants to do it. And yeah, the final say, I think, from Kabam Crash was, unfortunately, as the update said, there's nothing we can do about it. without additional knock-on risks, other than make sure it doesn't happen again. If it makes anybody feel better, I know it probably won't. I'm one of the players that got bumped down to D4. You sunk my battleship. I'm never doing that joke again. Done that now twice in a row. And today and in a video on Wednesday. If you're annoyed about it, sound off about it. If not, yeah, let's see if there's anybody else kind of like finding a bit frustrated. But yeah, at least it was kind of given back. Anyway, yeah. So if you're happy about it, we're not happy about it. Of course, you're not going to be happy about it. It's very, very frustrating. What is that? A new Drax that I don't like that one at all. I know people have been asking about the Battlegrounds solo event as well. That solo event, Kabam did say back a little while ago that I think May 30th, yeah, May 30th for this. They said that as a reminder, last Battlegrounds season 29 post, we're removing the Battlegrounds solo event moving forward due to the new reward structure. So if you didn't know already, that's the reason you haven't seen a solo event, because I have seen plenty of players asking about where's the solo event. Yeah, that hopefully answers the question around that. Not the greatest of starts for Battlegrounds Season 29, but there you go. That is it. And that has it been for the MCN. We'll see if there's anything to talk about on Monday when the show returns. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. Don't know what I'm making video-wise. Might be one video, might be two. I need to do a Valiant difficulty video. Don't know when I'm going to get enough time to do that, but I will try. And I'll see you soon. Bye.